And we're live. We're live. We're live. Honestly, chat, if this ends up becoming good, like if I start actually making money off YouTube, my first goal is getting a PC, a second monitor, and a stream deck. I want to get some other stuff too. Pretty much, there's a lot of things that I want to do. I have it in my hand, and I kind of want to write it down on my notes, like I did with the wishing stuff. Cause I think it'll like be like motivation, I guess you could say in a sense. It's just there to remind me of my goals, you know. Okay, you don't want to be on that side, that's fine. But yeah, cause right now the only way I can monitor my stream is through another phone, and I'm using another phone, and I'm using my phone to not be bored while streaming. So, well, I don't really pay attention to it. It's just kind of there in the background in case whatever I'm doing in the game I lose track of. But today, I didn't really write it down. I just kind of have it in my head. Fuck. Hold up, chat.
By the protection of the Electro Archon,
Narukami, please.
may the blossoms of the
See
sacred
that he stays
Sakura
safe.
bloom eternally.
There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard.
Oh shit, my bad, guys.
Running late again.
I literally just started and I already had to do something. Holy shit. No, but
See that he stays.
I didn't really write it down, but I think maybe I will in the future. Maybe when I'm gonna go to bed, I could write out what I'm planning to do the next day, so I could just kind of have in mind what I'm gonna do, and it also keep me. It'll also be like good time management. But yeah. Right now, what I'm planning to do is maybe grind Veresa's artifacts for Veresa. And then maybe Shabrush, Shengling, and Xingyun.
Another bad one?
Um, Another thing I'm also thinking about doing is maybe, oh, where is it? Leveling up this team so I could do the trial. Because I'm getting close to 100k fucking XP. That's not cool, man. But I don't know. Y'all think we could talk? Y'all think we could tackle um the Ascension? Because I kind of struggled with it with the 45 one. That was because I wasn't using team comps.
Heads up! Whoop.
We'll try.
late again. Hero incoming! Ow! Oh. Yeah.
And I could just make Ayaka like a quick swap DPS or something like that. And enable that too. We'll see. We'll probably die, but it's worth a try.
Stray cloud converge.
Drop your weapon!
Yeah. Yeah.
Kamisato out. Sumetsu.
Oof. Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Hi! Yeah! Good. Good. Ow, ow, ow! Ah!
The only thing I might really struggle with is probably bosses, but like honestly, I don't think I'd struggle that much.
Yeah!
Hands where I can... Skyward! Scatter! Whirling... Stop right there!
Oh my
Headbutt.
god,
Look out
10k.
below! Charge! Smash down!
Seize the skies.
Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Oof! Hit! Hi! Hit! Hit! Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Headbutt!
Final warning!
It's justice o'clock! Hero incoming!
Oh shit.
Justice will... Sakura swirl! My apologies! Yeah! Hit! Hero incoming! Huh. Take flight! Headbutt! Hi! Yeah! Zip!
Yeah. Skyward.
My apologies!
Stray cloud converge.
Oof! Heads up! Hero incoming!
I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I just kind of need to level up my character's talents because they're horrible. Like Chevrouse. But now I gotta grind more of that. I don't know what to level up for her. Let me check for Icon. The burst and normal, okay. I'm gonna do this because I'm not really using her for to do main DPS. I'm kind of just quick swapping from her. So I'm gonna do that for now, but I am gonna definitely level her accurately. Shun Yun. Yeah, I kind of just imagined it was gonna be her burst. Oh my god, chat, we're farming. Wow. Yo, chat, we're farmers. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, chat, we're farmers. Wow. Wow, chat. Wow, chat. Damn, that's a lot of Stardust. Wow, chat. Wow, chat. Is that shit available right now? We'll see. We'll go to it. This team might actually work.
Skyward! Scatter!
Not even joking, it might actually work.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
I'm wondering, can I really like I'm thinking about it, like I kinda need a better pyro applicator, but then again I could just be doing the reactions with Ayaka. So I don't know, I don't know. No, I think I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna just do Chevreuse for the what's it called? Am I stupid? Like I can't, like it's in my head, but I can't. For the buff. Should I just do Chevreuse for the buff? I will just take this team.
Yeah!
Whirling star! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! You asked for it!
Ah shit.
My opponent! Headbutt! Charge! Hit! Yeah! Charge! Yeah! Whirling snap! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Yeah! Boof! Kapow! Hero incoming!
That wasn't that hard. That wasn't that hard.
Time to roll!
Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
Hi! Yeah! Stop right there! Yeah! It's justice o'clock!
Make way for the...
My apologies! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Yeah! Boof! Kapow! Hero incoming! Da! Da! Final warning! Hands where I can... Headbutt! Hero incoming!
Was that 163k? No, I think it was a 16k. Alright, one more and that should be enough for now.
Stop right there! Justice will prevail!
Embrace the ice!
Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Seize the skies!
Heads up! Hi! Kapow! Hero incoming! Running late again.
Let's go to the surface.
Add Astra.
Oh no, not you. The ones with guns, right? Yep. There you go. We will do it.
Alright, let's
Drop your weapons! Headbutt! Charge!
out of the way or get blown away!
Little Saurian stood no
Don't mind
chance.
if I do.
Hands where I can see them! Stop right there!
My apologies!
It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Wow, wow! Too strong! Wow, wow! Yeah! Heads up! Hero incoming! Yeah! Final warning! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah! Hi!
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, let's finish this fast! Take flight!
Oof! Look out below! Hero incoming! Charge! Da! Da! Da!
Don't mind if I do.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
Time to roll! Hero incoming! Justice will
Stray clouds converge!
Yeah! Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
I swear I did 153k. I don't know. It looks like 153k.
Time to roll.
Unless I'm tripping.
All right, let's finish this fast. Charge! Yeah! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Out of the way or that was
Don't mind if I do.
Stop right there!
Yeah.
My opponent! Headbutt! Boost! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
That was 14k.
Yeah! Hi! Yeah! Stand down! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock!
Fucking. I'm gonna do one more.
Final
All right,
warning!
let's finish this fast. Take flight.
Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Headbutt!
Don't mind if I do.
Hands where I can see them! Drop your weapons! Stop right there!
Sakura swirl. Seize the skies.
Boost! It's justice o'clock! Headbutt! Kapow! By my spark, the night burns!
Oh, that could definitely work. If I time it all perfectly, like how I just did. Devastating. Absolutely devastating damage. Damn it, I'm missing a few more. It's fine. I think this should be good for now. Ah.
Astra Abbott. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
You might want to get a guide.
These are current wishes. 25 and 2. All right, let's attempt it again. Where is it? Oh no, that's not it. Oh. Yep. No, this is an artifact set. Interesting. Such odd levels, and then it just goes to 80.
Hurry up, Brassa! It's justice o'clock! Boost! Hi!
We're gonna start off with my girl, Chevreuse. We're gonna go Ayaka, then Varessa, and then obviously we're not gonna use we're gonna use Shinryu until we need her.
Drop your weapons! My apologies!
Charge! Yeah! You asked for it! Whirling... It's justice o'clock! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Heads up! Charge! Yeah!
My apologies!
Alright, come on.
Embrace the ice! Make way for the...
Oof! Kapow! Hi! Yeah! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Oof! Kapow! It's justice o'clock!
Justice will prevail! Final...
Yeah! Headbutt! Charge! Yeah!
Let's do that, pop that.
Take flight!
Ah!
Got her!
Yeah! Heads up! It's justice o'clock!
Seize the skies!
Headbutt! Charge! Ow, ow, ow! Ow, ow, ow! Yeah! Kapow! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Damn it! I think we gotta level them. At least Varessa and Ayaka. Perfect. Why do I do that? Why do I do that all the time? Now I kind of don't want to farm. God damn it. Fuck it, we'll just do quests for now. I don't really feel like farming at the moment. It's too early.
Time to roll! Hurry up, Brassa!
Why am I running, man?
Hurry up, Brassa! Oh, hey there, Chaska. Did Elder Alpa send you?
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right now. How are things looking here?
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all over the trial arena. It looks like they're the result of ley line disorders caused by repeat abyss invasions. Theoretically, we just need to clear those obstacles, and the arena will fill up with gaseous phlogiston again. But that's proving difficult to achieve in practice, for all sorts of reasons. Why don't you head on down and check things out for yourself? Feel free to ask the staff for more details.
Oh my god, I could play Chaska.
How strange. Why is there so much solid phlogiston here?
Well, could be from the Children of Echoes. Maybe it got swept up here due to the ley line disturbances? And I did see those strange markings on the cliff.
I can't think of a way to resolve this. Short of going all the way to the Children of Echoes to borrow it to Petlisaur.
Rude. Petlisaurs are awesome, dude.
Oh, are you here to help? Thank goodness. There's no way I could do all this by myself. So the blockage here has to be cleared using a special bomb, but carrying explosives up that steep slope would be a recipe for disaster. If I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, my plan was to transport the bomb to the other side, then send it over in a hot air balloon. All I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout, and problem solved. What do you think? Simple enough, right? Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. Or how they got it up so high. I just wish I could fly up there and check out what kind of tech they're using. Ah, well. Getting the trial arena back in order is more important. I'll head over and set up now. All right! Get ready!
Oh, we have Big Gun.
Take me up!
All right! Get ready!
I forgot Chaska was a bow user. I was like, how am I gonna do this? I don't have a bow user. There you go.
How strange. Why?
Well, could be from the children.
I can't think of a way to resolve this. Short of going all the way to the Children of Echoes to borrow it to
Bro, why is Chaska almost dead? What happened to you, Chaska? Tell me. I'll get them for you.
This is crazy. I put all of my strength into it, but it just won't break. Maybe Inkanak was right after all. If a stable structure is formed inside the solid phlogiston, I'll need to hit all the weak spots at the same time to break it. But how am I supposed to do that?
Why me?
Why did she start sprinting? What the fuck, Vereza? Maybe I can... There you go. That was easy enough.
What?
I think it should be possible to clear this spot with just a few hard hits. But there are signs of strange life in here. Meddling with it might be dangerous.
Not for me, gang.
Heads up!
Oh, good thing we got Chaska.
Hey, monsters!
Good. Why does Vereza do that, man?
Oof! Heads up! Charge! Too strong!
Nice and spicy.
Why me? Hi! Let's fly!
The gaseous phlogiston is being replenished. Looks like all the spouts have been unblocked. Let's head back up.
Num 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 num. Should have given me Chaska, man.
Get back on track!
Nah, we're good.
Wow, you took care of everything in no time at all. Incredible work. Now we just have to wait until the gaseous phlogiston is fully replenished. Then we can kick off the retrials.
Actually, Inkanak, I'd like to do a test flight first, just to make sure we're not missing anything. Could you arrange that for me?
Huh? But you only just finished getting the arena ready. There could still be other hazards we're unaware of.
All the more reason to have me test it out. Think of it as another inspection.
I guess you're right. With your flying skills, you won't be in any serious danger, even if there are hazards we overlooked.
The conditions in this area seem a little unstable, but a test flight is the only way to catch any lingering issues.
All right, I'll get things set up for you. Just let me know when you're ready. Are you ready? This should be a piece of... All right, then...
Oh, no, I fucking knew it.
Take me up!
No!
That was amazing.
You killed my Vereza.
Paimon couldn't take her eyes off you.
No, nothing major. Give it a few days, and we should be able to conduct the trials.
Help! Help me! You're from the Flower Feather clan, right? Please, come quick.
Catch your breath first. What's the situation?
We got attacked. My friends are still stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were transporting.
Huh? Are Kukusaurs really that aggressive? Do they usually attack groups of people?
Not in my experience, but there are exceptions to every rule.
Oh, my Veressa lived!
Ouch! I've never seen such an aggressive
Kukusaur.
Tasca? Traveler? This is a surprise.
Elder Alpa? Huh. So, where's this aggressive Kukusaur we've heard about?
Already flew away. Looks like it backed off once it realized that reinforcements were coming.
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first place? Was it after the food?
No. These merchants are even transporting food.
Ah! Thank goodness! The phlogiston wings are intact!
Phlogiston wings.
Thank you so much for coming to our rescue. These phlogiston wings are our most prized goods. If anything happened to them, it would ruin us.
Wait a minute. Are you the merchants that were looking to collaborate with us? Wormy told me about you.
Yeah, that's us. So I take it you're Elder Ulpa?
I am. You must be exhausted from your journey, not to mention shaking up from the attack. Let me bring you back to our tribe to rest. We can talk business after you've recovered.
But Elder Alba, what about the Kukusaur attack?
Well, our guests here weren't seriously injured, and their goods are intact. Perhaps that Kukusaur was just having a bad day. There are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while. I don't think we need to pursue it any further. More importantly, how are the preparations for the flying trials going? Is everything in—
Huh? Did you say flying trials? What a coincidence! Sounds like a perfect use case for our phlogiston wings. You'll be pleasantly surprised by what they can do.
Oh, really? Now I'm intrigued.
Well then, let's forget all about this Kukusaur attack for now. We have some serious business to discuss.
Huh?
So that's it? That all went smoother than expected. Well, guess we'd better get going. Huh? Chaska?
A blood-stained feather.
The Flower Feather Clan should be about ready to hold the new...
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. You came.
Yep, and it looks like we made it just in time. Although, can't say the same for the Kukusaurs. Bit of a low turnout, huh?
Yeah, you'll see why soon enough.
All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, fly!
Whoa! We're really flying! I feel light as a feather. I'm flying without a Kukusaur.
These phlogiston wings are awesome!
What's going on? Paimon can barely believe her eyes. How did they fly all on their own?
The merchants we ran into that day were selling a product called phlogiston wings. It's a flying machine worn on the back. To operate it, you just use a handheld trackball that controls the flow of gaseous phlogiston.
That's incredible.
Yeah, if our tribe, Well, if Natlan mass adopted this technology, it would revolutionize our mobility and responsiveness in times of crisis. Just think of the countless tragedies that could be averted.
I feel like I'm dreaming. Did I really just fly on my own without the help of a Kukasaur?
You'd better believe it! Plus, you just passed the flying trial! Right, Elder Alpa?
Elder Alpa?
Should this really count as a pass if we did the trial using phlogiston wings?
Why not? The scoring rubric is about flying performance. It doesn't specifically say you have to ride a Kukasaur, does it?
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, even Chaska had to ride a Kukasaur in a trial, right? And the whole point of the trial is to test both your flying technique and your ability to work with a Saurian companion.
Well, if we can fly by ourselves, maybe we don't need to test the ladder anymore.
Chaska, Traveler, what are your thoughts on this new invention?
Right? That's what I think too.
I agree that they have strategic value, but I don't think it makes any sense to evaluate candidates by the current testing standards if they're using phlogiston wings.
Why? Shunan finally mustered the courage to go through with this. And now you're saying it doesn't count?
We don't have any experience using these wings in battle, nor is it immediately obvious how to incorporate them into the existing systems in our tribe. Taking a longer-term perspective, I think we need to start by getting thoroughly acquainted with how these things work. Then we can develop a new trial format with new assessment criteria, tailored to candidates using the phlogiston wings.
You all raise valid points. But Chaska, while your proposal sounds perfectly reasonable, it would probably take years to put it into practice. We lost so many people in that war. These phlogiston wings could be exactly what we need to strengthen our forces and boost morale in this trying time. And as for real-world battle experience, there will be plenty of opportunities to gain that. I have high hopes for you, Junon.
Huh? Hey, stop staring into space! Say thank you!
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Elder Alpa. You have nothing to thank me for. Remember, the way you got your wings back was by relying on yourself.
Oh, Elder Alpa! Bad news! Kukasaurs are attacking the merchants again!
Again? Okay, everyone, stay put while I...
Huh? Chaska?
I'll be muted, chat.
Why did Chaska rush off like that? And then Elder Alpha and the others too? Anyway, let's go see what this is all about.
Hurry!
Oh, it's back! It found us again! Run! Get out of here!
Curses. She's really riled up this time. Hey! Stop running! We'll never outrun a creature with wings! Get back here and let's fight!
Stop! All of you!
Chaska! Oh, wonderful! Quick, get rid of that thing! What's going on? Why isn't she doing anything?
So it really is you, sister.
Wait, sister? That Kukusaur is Chaska's sister?
Koya, wait!
Is Chaska gonna be okay? Should we go check on her? Chaska, are you okay?
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. No point. She's an expert at hiding her tracks. Once she's shaken you off, you'll never catch up to her. At least, I always used to lose to her at hide-and-seek when we were kids. Well, yeah. You know I was raised by Kukasaurs. Anyway, she and I grew up in the nest together. Her name's Koya, and she's my big sister. We played together all the time, chasing each other through treetops or mountaintops. It felt like it would go on that way forever. Until the day I was sent back to live with the humans. Not all Kukasaurs are friendly towards people. Koya, for instance, she's fine with me because we grew up around each other, but she's not fond of other humans. When Mom decided to send me away, Koya strongly protested, and after I left, she became more and more reluctant to interact with humans.
Maybe she thinks that humans stole you away from her.
It's a possibility, but in any case, we still stayed best friends at first. I had a hard time adjusting to life in the tribe. So whenever something went wrong, I'd run off into the wild and vent to Koya.
Ah, so that's what Uncle Cusco was talking about. He said you seemed to prefer hanging out with Saurians to your own kind back then.
Yeah, I did. But then, gradually, everything changed. With a new mom and dad, a new tribe, and Koichi, I started getting curious about these humans and made an effort to understand their behavior. The more time I spent with them, the less I spent with Koya. And then, one day, it was Koya's turn to leave the nest. She sought me out and asked if I was willing to leave the tribe and go live in the wilderness with her. As far as I can remember, that was the first time she ever approached a human settlement on purpose.
So, how did you answer her?
I'm back, chat.
Well, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I'd said yes. No, I was torn. On the one hand, I'd already made up my mind to embrace my new family and accept my human identity. But I also knew that Koya wasn't a fan of humans, and I didn't want to disappoint her. She took my hesitation as an answer. She saw it as a personal betrayal, threw a huge fit, and then flew off. We hadn't seen each other since, well, until today. Not for a lack of trying, though. I tried asking Mom where Koya's new nest was so I could talk things out with her. But Koya had already asked Mom not to tell me where she'd moved to. It must be hard for Mom, being stuck between her two daughters. So I didn't press the issue. And if things carry on like this, I need to make sure I find her before anyone else. Even if she doesn't want to see me. For now, let's bring the wounded back to the tribe. And see what Mutota and Elder Alba have in mind.
Running late again.
So, I hear there's been another Kukasaur attack.
Ha! I knew it! They're wild animals.
Hey, show a little respect. The Kukasaurs are our partners.
Maybe in the flying squad, but they don't give a hoot about the rest of us.
Well, now that we have the phlogiston wings, do we even...
Are you kidding? How are we supposed to protect our tribe without them?
Huh? Protect our tribe? Or are you just scared that you're...
You take that back!
Things are changing so quickly.
Chaska, there's a conflict emerging there. Aren't you going to nip it in the bud?
The whole tribe's talking about this now. Breaking up a single fight won't solve anything. The real source of conflict here is the phlogiston wings. And what happened with Koya.
On any other day, people would just brush this attack aside. After all, clashes between wild Kukasaurs and humans are no more common than those between people.
But now that the phlogiston wings have entered the equation, it's sparked a debate over whether our tribe needs the Kukasaurs at all.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City. Back then, Lord Ochkon's hatred of the Saurians nearly destroyed the peace forged by the Pyro Archon. Chaska, to prevent things from deteriorating further, I'd like to task you with restoring peace to the tribe.
I will.
Traveler, you've already done so much for Natlan, and the Flower Feather clan has no right to ask more of... Looks like I was making a mountain out of a molehill.
And don't forget about Paimon. Just leave this to us.
This whole situation has unfolded so quickly that it's put us on a back foot. To tell the truth, it makes me a little suspicious.
You think someone might have orchestrated all this?
It's possible. Leave it with me. I'll look into it. Also, Chaska, could you try to keep a low profile while you're out there digging around? We don't want to give our hand away.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so where should we start?
This all began with Koya's attacks. If we can find out what led her to do it, that should give us something to work with. Unlikely. Given how she reacted when I showed up, I don't think she's forgiven me. If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator. Let's go see my mom.
Damn! Your mom leave far, Chaska. Is there any way I can easily... Nah, I think this is the best way. Chat, why does my jaw hurt? Unless I slept bad, which is a possibility.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Cinder City. No way, there is a land connection. I'm over here doing all this extravagant pathing. Yeah, what? Of course it's fogged. Like, why is that a thing in the game, bruh? That shit's annoying. I was like, I could try to head there next. But nah. No.
Wow, so this is where you used to live as a child?
Mm-hmm. When I was little, we used to do this thing where I'd jump from the top of this tree, and Koya would fly over from the platform and catch me in midair. Or sometimes we'd both fly from the treetop together, and then after some aerial maneuvering, she'd throw me up onto that platform. After we got a bit older, we went to the nearby shores looking for even greater heights.
Stop! You're gonna give Paimon a heart attack!
Oh, really? I just thought it made a fun story. Then I'll share more with you when there's time. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Hey, Mama Bird. I'm back. My last visit was only a week ago, wasn't it? See? I visit you more than I visit Papa Cusco. I brought a couple of friends with me. These are the Traveler and Paimon. Traveler, Paimon. This is my mom. Her name is Chimpu. In the human tongue, anyway.
Hi!
No, not really. I don't speak it as such, but I can sort of get the gist. Although only with Mom and Koya, since I spent my formative years with them. Even then, it's basically a best guess based on their sounds, body language, and expressions. Seems to work about 9 times out of 10, anyway. As for whether Mom understands me, I can't always tell. But somehow we still manage to communicate. Call it the family bond, I guess. Don't worry. I'm doing well, but I think Koya might be in some trouble. I know she's never been a fan of humans, but she's never deliberately attacked them before either. What's behind this sudden change?
Does, Auntie Chimpu know anything?
Doesn't look like it. Koya hasn't visited her in a long time. Then, could you please tell me where she's living nowadays? I really need to talk to her. If this animosity between her and the tribe continues, then the next time there's an incident, I don't know if I'll make it there in time. She said she'll take us there. Thank you, Mom.
Damn, she really don't like humans. What the hell?
This is a really remote location. Because she was trying to get as far away from humans as possible.
We stay here? Okay. Got it. Traveler, Paimon. Mom says we should stay out of sight for now. She'll talk to Koya first. Koya is very hostile toward humans right now. So if we show up unannounced, it might just make things worse.
Any idea what they're saying?
Yeah.
Sounds like things are more complicated than I imagined. There's evidence in this area suggesting that Koya might have been the victim of a human attack. No! It's Chime, Koya's child. The attackers kidnapped her. They came over the sea, under the cover of night, and they took Chime.
What the heck? Who would do such a thing?
I searched day and night, and finally found them.
Oh, yeah! T'Pol's contraption is working like a charm! Got her in one!
Hey, there's another one! Wait, is that the one that got a...
Who cares? Just get them all! T'Pol pays us per catch. Joska? How'd you get here? Quick, stop her!
Don't you even think about running away!
Don't come any closer, or I'll... Go, Phlogiston Wings! Take me out of here!
Uh-oh, looks like it malfunctioned.
This is bad. Mom and Koya are already injured. And if that thing...
Help! Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone!
Get back!
It's still going!
Guess we need a more permanent solution.
That was too close. I thought I...
Answer us honestly. Were you the ones who attacked Koya before?
I am... No, it was...
Well, she says it was you. Just tell me, who sent you here?
It was T'Pol. He told us to catch all the wild Kukasaurs we can find. And he also said that this Kukasaur has become a thorn in his side, so it needs dealing with urgently.
T'Pol? Huh. Sounds familiar. But...
Well, he tends to send his orders in writing. He pretty much never communicates with us in person. When he does, and whenever we trade Kukasaurs for phlogiston wings, we deal with his henchmen.
So you didn't even make those wings?
All we did was slap some labels on them and transport them over here, to make them look like they're imported.
To make it harder to trace their origins.
I don't know.
Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I held a gun to your head? Would that change your answer?
No need. T'Pol doesn't tell us much, but he always stresses that he wants them alive. So that gives us some clues. This is just a best guess, of course, but we suspect that the gaseous phlogiston stored in the trackballs is drawn directly from the Kukasaurs.
What?
Easy now. You're still injured. Hey, keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So, the gaseous phlogiston has to be highly refined in order to power the phlogiston wings. The slightest imperfection can have disastrous consequences, but the Kukasaurs have a natural ability to process gaseous phlogiston. So, if you use them...
That's enough.
T'Pol should have them. But no one knows where he's based, apart from him and his henchmen. We've tried looking for it ourselves, even followed them a few times. But we always end up losing track of them.
Random thought. Maybe they're hiding up in the sky?
T'Pol. T'Pol.
Jaska, Traveler!
That voice! It's Alpa!
Elder Alba? What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I was patrolling nearby when I heard the sound of an explosion. I don't believe it.
Elder Alba, does the name T'Pol ring a bell to you? I feel like I've seen it written down before. Maybe in a list of candidates for the flying trials?
Huh? So he's a member of your tribe?
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather Clan, I'd definitely know him.
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from outside our tribe who came to participate in our flying trials once. You were away on a mission at the time, which is probably why you don't remember him. He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies.
The Children of Echo?
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately failed to pass the trial and gain the Kukasaur's approval. In the end, he went wingless and returned dejected to the...
Wingless, huh? Maybe he...
Perhaps... Or maybe it's simply his way of dealing with his regrets.
Either way, it doesn't excuse his abuse of the Kukasaurs. I'm gonna take these guys back and expose the truth to the tribe. It's time for this conflict to end.
Easy, Chaska. The ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation about powering the phlogiston wings with Kukusaurs, bringing these men to the tribe now won't win over any current supporters of the After all, many are mistrustful of the Kukusaurs after recent events.
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture my sister?
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread negative rumors about the Kukusaurs and slip some Mora to anyone opposed to them, but...
Koya only attacked humans because they stole her child!
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, I'll take the other members of their crew into custody, too. They won't get another chance to stir up trouble.
Fair enough. I guess finding T'Pol is going to be the key to resolving this Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation before it spirals out of control. Mom, sis, rest up and get well soon. I gotta fly.
Hurry up, Brassa! So Alpa says that T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes. But how do we track him down? Just ask around until we find him?
Let's start by talking to someone we know. It'll be faster that way. At this time and place, I'll bet the easiest person to find is... Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me a second. I'll come down.
I climb trees to fly further and see farther. I don't usually stop for a nap.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all day. Yeah. So, you've come all this way and interrupted my precious nap time. Might I inquire as to, why?
I'm sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait. Does the name T'Pol mean anything to you? He's a craftsman, apparently.
Huh. T'Pol. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think that's Puma's child. Nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why are you... Huh, phlogiston wings. Wow, okay. The kid actually pulled it off. Well, looks like, no more rest for me today.
Pulled it off? You mean he's tried making something like this before?
Yeah, he started trying to build a flying machine right after he got back from the Flower Feather clan.
So right after he went wingless, then. Was this flying machine anything like the gun you made me?
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukusaur? No, he wanted to build something that allows anyone to fly freely, even if they're not naturally gifted. But he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive. I never really kept up with him after that. His parents traveled a lot in their youth and only returned to the tribe after he was born. But they settled in a remote area and don't interact with other people much, which means most people in the tribe don't know them very well. Your best bet is to chat to his direct family. I'll, go get Puma. Wait for me in front of the workshop. I won't be long. I'm back. Allow me to introduce T'Pol's mother, Puma.
Hello,
Oh, save the pleasantries. I don't want to spend any longer talking about that boy than I have to. I disowned him long ago. He is no child of mine. All he cared about was his pipe dream of reaching the sky. Oh, we tried to talk sense into him, but he was obsessed. And then when he left us, he spouted some nonsense about building a workshop in the sky to avoid the constant criticism of us ground dwellers. He left his notebook behind. Whatever questions you have, you can look for them in there. He's no son of mine. He never called me Mom anyhow.
wow, they've really fallen out. Paimon sure wasn't expecting that.
Her husband, T'Pol's father, he passed away recently, and T'Pol didn't even bother to show his face at the funeral. If you ask me, that was probably the final straw for Puma. I'll go keep her company. If there's anything else you need, just come and find me.
Thank you.
Okay, so this notebook is the only lead we got now, right? What's in there?
Some early designs for the phlogiston wings, and some theorizing about an airborne workshop, Ochkanatlan, the Cinder City. Looks like that's where he got his technological inspiration from.
So, was he serious about the workshop in the sky? But that... Oh, yes. The one from the trial arena that was super high up!
That balloon has been there for a while, and everyone's been wondering how it got up there, but what if that's the wrong question? What if it started off even higher up, above the clouds and out of view, and it only descended to its current height due to some kind of...
Part of T'Pol's work...
Seems likely. If T'Pol's base had been hiding above the clouds this whole time, that would definitely explain why Isidore couldn't find it.
I totally called it! But how did we get up there?
By myself? Possibly. I doubt even phlogiston wings could take you up that high. At least, not without that relic T'Pol mentioned in his notebook.
Yeah, and he's probably holding on to it. We'll have to find an... Nope. That's way beyond Paimon's altitude. Also, would you really expect Paimon to go up there and take on T'Pol all by herself?
Let's not worry. Just because we can't think of a solution doesn't mean no one else can. I'm not the only flying expert in my tribe, you know.
Oh, good point.
And Mutoda. He was quite the flying ace back in the day, too.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Chaska, you're finally back. Things are getting really tense in the tribe. Have you made any headway with your...
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
We found some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle standing between us and the irrefutable evidence we need.
A relic from the Cinder City? So Ochkon's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
An airborne workshop and a hot air balloon above the trial arena. And that's where you're trying to get to now? Neither phlogiston wings nor a Kukusaur can take you that high up. Do you really think that's where T'Pol is hiding?
You know what?
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? When they were all blocked, the gaseous phlogiston was trapped and unable to flow. But now, it's flowing freely. If we were to block them up again...
You mean all of them except the one at the very top of the arena? To build up the pressure there?
Precisely. With all the gaseous phlogiston flowing through one spout.
And then we just ride it up into the sky?
Yes. It has its risks, but with Chaska's abilities, I think she could manage it.
It's an extremely risky approach.
If you want to give it a try, check with Inkanak at the trial grounds. She can... Chaska, if anyone has a hope of seizing this evidence from the high heavens, it is you.
Bad-mouthing the Kukosaur's going a step too far.
Goodness me, that...
Maybe so, but we have to act fast. What's the quickest way for us to block off the...
From a technical perspective, I'd have to advise taking some measurements and carefully planning this out first. Then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See the solid phlogiston over there? Our prior inspections revealed that some kind of stable structure has formed inside, making it highly damage resistant. It's not without its weak points, but unless they're all struck at the same time, the structural integrity won't be threatened.
So, what happens if we do
It'll collapse.
Okay, I see where...
Yeah, you got it. As long as you hit all the weak spots at once from the right angle, the solid phlogiston will fall right on top of the spout.
You're right about rough and ready. Sounds like my kind of plan.
Locked on! Bullseye! Take me up!
Look! There's a chunk of solid phlogiston right over that spout!
Koya can give you a lift. She's actually been following us this whole time.
Wow, Paimon didn't notice at all.
Well, probably because she didn't want to get too close to humans. Or maybe just me.
Whoa, you didn't even have to summon...
Yes, up there. That's probably where Chime is. All right, let's go have a little talk with this T'Pol.
Let's fly!
just as I thought. It might look like a regular hot air balloon from the outside, but up close, it's clearly been heavily remodeled. And sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line because the custom-built machinery malfunctioned. I should be able to figure it out with DePaul's notebook. Thankfully, I know a little DIY. That should just about do it. Now all it needs is a nice hard kick.
Maybe that works on your guns, but, huh? Here it is! The workshop in the sky! Oh, you gotta see it to believe it. Makes you wonder why DePaul even bothers with phlogiston wings when he has tech like that.
Well, according to the notebook, the platform beneath us runs on components from the Cinder City. Those can't be mass-produced. Also, I have some doubts about its mobility after seeing how it moved just now. For someone like DePaul who dreams of flying freely, this definitely doesn't cut it.
But if he's got that relic, he should be able to make a set of prototype wings for himself, right? Why bother making a whole flying workshop so he can mass-produce them? But this doesn't add up. If he's already achieved the power of flight, then he must have bigger...
With any luck, we'll find the answers in his...
Cuckoosaurs! Why won't it fly away like the others?
She's still breathing, but by the looks of it, DePaul was using these cages to extract phlogiston from the Kukasaur. Once a Kukasaur is drained of phlogiston, it becomes too weak to move. Let me see. Looks like a record of his log number 330. With the support of...
I was finally able to launch the airborne workshop. Even though it relies on the relic for 80% of its power supply, I've at least taken the first step. Log number 348. Research on the relic is progressing well. I should be able to replicate the technology and scale up production very soon. Has proposed a name for this groundbreaking invention, the Phlogiston Wings. I think I'm getting close. Log number 377. Encountered some issues with the new smaller model Phlogiston Wings. The gaseous phlogiston showed some volatility during the refinement process. Thinks we should proceed at a more cautious pace with the refinement experiments. But after so many past failures, Log number 114 ran an experiment using Kukasaurs to refine gaseous phlogiston. It was a success. Log number 117. I've started recruiting merchants and hunters to capture wild Kukasaurs. Log number 121. Major breakthrough in the efficiency of phlogiston yield.
Huh? So many parts have been crossed out!
Yeah, probably the contact he alluded to in his other notebook. Guess he has a benefactor.
Did anyone else notice how the numbering system in this notebook suddenly changed halfway?
We haven't got time for textual analysis, I'm afraid. Grab the notebook and let's press on. Huh. Never seen one of these before. Looks like this was built with the Cinder City components, too.
You're not thinking of giving it a nice hard kick, are you?
Take me up!
Whoa! What's that mechanism doing?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot.
What are they doing
T'Pol's henchman. He must have brought them here using the relic in his prototype wings. Watch out! Locked on!
They literally stood no chance, chat.
Log number 403. Introduce me to some new comrades who fully support my ideas. I told them that some Saurians are blessed with wings, and some people with natural gifts, while the less fortunate among us can only look on longingly as they seize the skies. But I also told them that progress can erase individual differences. Think of the tools humanity has made to fight back against wild beasts. The law we have put in place to even the playing field between the strong and the weak. I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human progress. With our phlogiston wings, the power of flight will no longer be for a select few to enjoy. Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. I only hope that when we finally achieve this goal, we'll be proud of me.
Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. Yes, what a wonderful world that would be. If only it were possible. We could respond faster. And so many tragic... But T'Pol, what about the Saurians you're draining dry of phlogiston? You're not sharing the sky. You're stealing it. Bad move. I won't let you get away with it. I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Skyward! Scatter!
Take me up! I can't believe he captured so many Kukasaurs. But right now, we have to focus on solving this problem at the source. Looks like we've reached the center of the workshop.
And still no sign of Koya's baby.
Let's search this area for now. If we still can't find Chime, we'll double back.
Chaska, Traveler, come quick!
What is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
Log number 428. We decided to restart the experiments on phlogiston refinement, but without telling. This is the final obstacle to the success of the Phlogiston Wings project. We cannot fall at the last hurdle. Log number 436. Earlier today, suggested using Kukasaurs as an intermediary to extract refined phlogiston. It's certainly feasible, but anyway, as long as our secret experiment succeeds, I'm sure won't bring it up again. Log number 443. We will conduct the experiment tomorrow. Birthday is coming up, so hopefully we'll have a birthday surprise for her. Log number 444.
Huh? Why is this log empty?
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was prevented from recording the results.
Log number 0. We lost many comrades in the accident. Among them are friends, lovers, and children. But we cannot stop now. We will keep their legacy alive and carry their dreams forward. As of today, we are scrapping the artificial refinement method. Instead, we will focus all our efforts on phlogiston extract. They are arrogant beasts whose existence in the wild serves no one but themselves. Their true worth to facilitate our operations, we will gradually move the airborne workshop closer to the Flower Feather clan, even as we continue to expand it. All this we do to create a world where the skies are for all of humanity to... All this we do to make T'Pol's dream a reality.
Given the way this is written, not to mention the fact that the numbering has started over from 0, it kinda sounds like this is someone new. Does that mean that T'Pol's already...
There's also a letter tucked in the end of the notebook. It's from Puma.
T'Pol, I don't know where you are right now, so I don't know how to reach you. My best bet is to send this letter to the Flower. Your father is gravely ill. Oh, I know we've had our differences in the past, but I know you never liked him and cared even less for me. All you ever yearned for is the sky. And your birth mother. But we'll still be waiting here for you if you do come back. This may be the last chance you'll get to see your father.
So Puma's not T'Pol's real mom? Huh. Well, she did say he never called her mom, but...
We know that T'Pol's father passed away quite recently, and this letter looks recent. By contrast, the writing in this notebook is old and faded. It looks like the real reason T'Pol didn't attend his father's funeral is because he'd long since passed away himself. If we ask ourselves why this letter was sent to the Flower Feather clan, why T'Pol always yearned for the sky, and how he got his hands on it, all points to one answer.
That's right. T'Pol was my child. He was born during my days as a wingless wanderer. His birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an aimless, wingless nobody, but his father wanted to settle down, to give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe. We fought about it constantly, until the love we once had for each other was gone. he started a new family with another traveler who was also looking to return home. I had no idea that despite being raised among the children of echoes, my child still harbored dreams of the skies. Can you imagine, Chaska? The joy and surprise I felt when he showed up at my door, asking to join the flying trials. Or how proud I was when he said he wanted to prove his own worth, rather than relying on my position as elder. And then the anguish that overcame me when he was rejected by the Kukusaurs and became wingless, just as I had after my injury.
You've got a lot of nerve showing your face here.
Don't take this the wrong way, Chaska. I'm not here for a fight. I just want to talk. I trust you've learned of Tapal's wish on your way here. A world where the skies are for... If only his dream can be realized, no one will ever have to lose their wings again. Our aerial prowess will be greater than ever. War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated. So tell me, Chaska, do you really wish to see the phlogiston wings forever grounded and gathering dust?
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you've caused.
You mean the argument back at the tribe? It was a necessary measure. Sometimes this is the only way to accelerate the pace of progress. Is a mother harming her children when she coaxes them into swallowing a bitter pill? Of course not. It is a brief moment of suffering for the greater good, and the child would come to understand this in due course. The phlogiston wings are that
Yo, Chet, I don't know what the fuck happened.
We will never progress as a tribe if we cling to the scraps the Kukusaurs offer us. Once the people have embraced the phlogiston wings, they will never look back.
My controller just died on me.
They learn how the refined phlogiston is sourced. They will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few Kukusaurs is a small price to pay for our dominion over the skies. But this I had not anticipated. I barely had the chance to introduce the phlogiston wings to the tribe before you found this place.
Your plan was hardly foolproof.
Yet, it can still be salvaged. Chaska, traveler, you are the hope of humanity. I'm sure you have your doubts about my methods, but know that my love for humanity and for Natlan is genuine. You know me, Chaska. And you know that I've always treated everyone in the Flower Feather clan as my own children, as fellow humans. Surely you can understand my perspective.
Shit, my bad, Chet. You didn't give me a fat second. My controller just fucking died on me. Like, not physically either, like... It just started tripping out of nowhere. Give me a second, chat. Oh shit. Good thing I had another controller, but this one sucks, so hold up, I'll be back. Alright, I'm gonna check if it works.
Alpa, Natlan doesn't belong to humans alone. And truthfully, neither do I. How many times has the Abyss invaded Natlan now? And yet despite how much stronger it is than us,
Damn.
Natlan still
We got it.
stands as a nation of humans and saurians.
My control literally
Imposed by
started
force but
dying. I don't know
crumble
what the
in a
fuck was
matter
going
of
on.
days. Because
Anyways, I'm gonna
social
mute it up.
bonds
I'm
are
gonna
what
mute myself.
hold a civilization together. Weren't you the one that taught me that? And yet you would break the bond we share with our saurian companions to take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as hacking your own arm off to use it as a club.
They are wild beasts, driven purely by instinct. How could they possibly understand human social bonds?
Ugh, how did someone like her ever become a writer?
You overestimate them. They bow to the strong and shun the weak. That's all there is to it. They never gave Tepal a second glance when he was at his lowest, nor me when I returned injured from the Cinder City. It's all about survival of the fittest for them. Plain and simple. They obeyed me once I proved myself stronger than them, but the moment it serves them better, they'll abandon me in a heartbeat.
You're wrong, Alpa. They only reject the wingless because they don't want to fly anyone to their death.
Chaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild Kukusaurs will be used for phlogiston extraction. The ones who have nothing else to offer to humanity.
Well, that's too bad. Because I know a few unruly wild Kukusaurs who don't think that idea is gonna fly. Namely my mom, my sister, and me. And the others? To us, they're friends, family, even children. So if you want to put any of them in one of your cages, you're gonna have to go through us.
Is that right? I knew you might be difficult.
Alpa!
Careful. Don't make any rash decisions. Unless you want to see her suffer.
Oh no, that's one of the extraction cages!
I told my subordinates to take control of the tribe while I was away. Luckily for them, our strongest warrior and our most powerful ally.
Take control? What are you planning to do with—
Merely accelerate their inevitable downfall. They cannot stand in the way of progress forever. It is not the move and since you insist on imposing me too, I have no choice.
So that's what you meant by I just want to talk. You never
No, Chaska. You are the strongest warriors we have. Put down your weapons. I just need you to stay here for the next couple of weeks or so. As long as the majority supports our vision, even the Pyro Arc—
Your vision is deranged, and the Flower Feather Clan will never—
You sure about that? Then wait here and see. Time—
What do we do? Even if the whole tribe fights back, Mutota's in grave danger!
Stop delaying the inevitable! Drop your weapons and get into the cages, now!
She's still holding Chime hostage. Is there really no other way?
Koya?
Huh? What are you yapping about? Stand down. Drop your weapons, now! This instant! Ah! Ah!
Hold on to your hats. Give up, Alpa. We're negotiating my way now, and this ain't your strong suit.
Shut up. Just shut up! No! Help!
Hey, something's up with this relic!
Open fire!
No! What is she doing? She'll bring us all down with her!
But why? We stabilized the relic.
Maybe it got damaged in the fight.
No. They're directly beneath us. My beloved tribe!
Okay. It's too powerful. But we need to get it far away before it explodes. Then the tribe will be safe, and so will this work. Koya, remember when we were kids? Come on, let's take this thing high up into the sky. Don't worry, I know I can get rid of it before it explodes. We're talking some surface wounds at most. All I need is for you to catch me at the end. Just like old times. I can't hold it back.
Don't be insane!
Alpa! What are you—
You're a fool, Chaska! Why would you choose such a risky solution? We cannot entrust the safety of our tribe to this wild...
I'm the fool! You...
Sure, it may be asking too much for an ex-winglish to escape the blast radius in time, but I can fly it a safe distance away. Even if it's... Here. This should be high enough to save the clan. What?
You don't get to die a hero today. Koya, are you... What do you mean, I'm fine? Didn't I tell you to catch me on your back? Why did you try to... Accident? Yeah, right. Seriously, you're as stubborn as ever.
Chaska! Koya!
How are things looking here? I think that's putting it mildly. I owe you one. Again. Oh, but be honest. Do you still think Kukasaurs can't form bonds?
Mom, I'll figure out the refinement problem. I'll find a way. You don't need to worry about it. I just need some more time. That's all I ask. Please just trust me. Just this once.
The Flower Feather Clan yield to the strong. And it's up to the winners to so it looks like... it's mine.
Koya!
So, you're absolutely sure it's not because of the explosion?
Yes, for the 10,000th time, I'm sure. The blast barely touched her. The reason she fainted was old injuries playing up, compounded by overexertion in recent days. The moment she finally relaxed, all the built-up stress finally caught up with her. And no wonder. Honestly, she's just like you. Anyway, now you know how we feel when you go off risking life and limb. Your mother and I would both appreciate it if you lived less dangerously. You know she wrote to me from the Masters of the Nightwind, just to scold me for not doing enough to keep an eye on you. If she wasn't so busy with work, you can bet she'd come back here and chew us both out in person.
I'll find an opportunity to apologize to her. I promise.
You'd better. No more avoiding us, okay? And don't get me started on all the checkups you've missed.
Got it. Got it. Huh? Koya? You're awake. I'll go let everyone know.
Hey, but we're not done talking. What are we gonna do with her, Even after everything that's happened, she still hasn't figured out how to start the conversation with you. She keeps saying, I don't think Koya has forgiven me yet. But if you ask me, she's the one who's scared to open up and have an honest conversation. For all her confidence, she's a very sensitive soul underneath. You'd think as a peacemaker, she of all people would know how to reconcile with her family after a falling out. She must have been a handful growing up. Thank you for being there for her. And of course, thank you for keeping her safe when you were up there in the sky.
Koya, Uncle Cusco, we're here!
Ha! I was just telling her that she's not to go chasing danger with Chaska ever again.
Cusco, I understand how you must feel. But it's all thanks to Koya and Chaska.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask. They didn't hurt you while we were gone, did they?
Thankfully, when her co-conspirators tried to arrest me, I was out coaching Koya and Junan. The two of them were a huge help. They took care of things while I went around rallying the resistance. So, in the end, Alpa's would-be revolt didn't really get off the ground. And as it turns out, not all of the Wingless want to see our dear Saurian friends replaced with phlogiston-powered gizmos. I'm so sorry you got mixed up in this, by the way. We should have caught on to Alpa's scheme sooner. We could have saved so many Kukasaurs from getting hurt. Most of the airborne workshop has now been dismantled. We've just left one small, harmless part intact, and repurposed it as a jail for Alpa and her cronies.
Let's see how they like being locked up in a sky prison!
So, it looks like there's just one last conflict left to resolve. Peacemaker, you're up.
I said I had to wait until things had blown over, didn't I? And now they have. But I still have no idea what to say. Koya, I just want to say, I'm sorry for how things went down back then. Huh? Does this mean you're not mad at me anymore?
There's that family likeness coming through again.
But that day, when we ran into each other... Huh? So then, when did you finally make your peace with it?
Oh, it's Chime and Chimpu! They're here too! Cookasor for like a second, and then she was suddenly pulled into this strange place with a huge... Any idea what happened? Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? Look, it's that baby Ectomisaur! Seems like it wants us to follow it. Paimon's adventurous side says we have to see where... Whoa, check it out! The graffiti on the wall is glowing! Masters of the Nightwind. And by the looks of it, masters of nightlife, too. Wonder if we're allowed in here. Oh, the door opened all by itself. Taking that as a yes? Aw, the Ectomisaur from earlier. It's really... Then let's go introduce ourselves. Okay. Probably doesn't understand what we're saying. Doesn't look like any cogs are turning in there. Whoops! Sorry! No offense intended!
You there! You dare disrespect our elder? Oh, you mean... Oh, I see, I see. Sorry, my mistake. Apparently you are here by invitation. In which case, it's my job to make you feel welcome. Some introductions are in order. I am Koholum, one of the priests of our tribe. And this is our Ectomisaur elder, the great Tlapokpok-Teats-Tatel, a living totem among the masters of the Nightwind.
Whoa, that's quite a tongue twister.
In truth, we usually go with Elder Tlapo for short. You're welcome to do the same. Ah, I assume you're referring to our elder's special ability. Elder Tlapo has been alive for many centuries and harbors secrets that even we priests are at a loss to explain. So your reaction is entirely natural. But one thing I can say for sure is that Elder Tlapo has appointed the two of you to an extremely important task. For this reason, I would like to ask you to undergo a test.
What sort of task?
If it's all right with you, I'll take you to see our chief. He's in a much better position to answer your questions. Very well. Then please follow me. You can use this scroll to go directly to the Obsidian Altar, where the chief is. Don't worry, it's just one of the many mystical abilities of our tribe. one of the routine duties of a priest. We attempt to contact the spirits of our ancestors to seek epiphanies and revelations. The chief is just over there. Please wait here while I have a word with him. I'll just be a moment.
Well, the Masters of the Nightwind are definitely living up to their reputation as the mysterious one.
All right, I've told the chief why we're here, and now you may speak with him. Right this way.
So, you two are the appointed ones. I am Chief Biram. Welcome, and thank you for your patience.
So tall.
Unusually so. Yes, I am aware, but I assure you, it's no cause for alarm.
Oh, no, of course not. Sorry, Paimon just reacted without thinking.
Ah, yes. Koholum told me about that. As outsiders to our tribe, this is probably the first you've heard of such appointments. I'm sure the whole thing seems very confusing. Throughout our history, only members of the Masters of the Nightwind have been appointed to undertake these tasks. This is the first time an outsider has ever been chosen.
Really?
Allow me to explain. Our tribe has an old tradition of recording history in the form of woven scrolls. And not just our own history. We record the legends and heroic feats of all other tribes as well. It is a tradition we have observed for many centuries. We treat it as a solemn duty. However, when a major event occurs that affects all of Natlan, we record it on a different kind of scroll, used for this exact purpose. And these scrolls can only be woven by someone of the Iktomisor Elders' choosing. When the Iktomisor Elder senses a major change in the ley lines, it will issue a formal declaration to appoint a creator for this scroll.
Whoa, so you mean...
Elder Talapo sensed a ley line change quite some time ago, but had not yet designated the scroll weavers until you arrived.
Okay, but just so you're aware, we don't know the first thing about weaving scrolls.
As a matter of fact, that does not surprise me at all.
How come?
In the 200 years that Elder Talapo has held this position, none of the appointed ones have ever been experienced scroll weavers.
Does that mean 200 years of major historical events have gone unrecorded?
No. They all submitted scrolls in time, yet each of them claimed it was not their own work, but a gift from the spirits.
Man, this tribe gets more mysterious by the second.
Yes, well, that is the part that troubles me. The notion that we have to rely on esoteric things like gifts from the spirits to record historical events of such great importance. It is unsettling.
Huh. That's pretty surprising to hear, coming from the chief of this tribe.
I can imagine. You probably see the Masters of the Nightwind as a people shrouded in mystery, who pride ourselves on our arcane practices. But I am something of an exception. I may be the chief, but when it comes to our traditions, I'm in fact a proponent of change and reform. I have dedicated my energies to deciphering the many mysteries of our tribe. In doing so, I hope to establish clearer rules that will help sustain our traditions in the future.
Wow, that sounds great! So have you figured out the mystery of the gift from the spirits?
Sadly not. It is something I've been investigating for a long time, but I have yet to uncover what this gift truly refers to. Only a small handful of events over the years have been recorded on these special scrolls, with decades between each one. And by the time the next scroll weaver is appointed, my time as chief will be long gone. I will not be in a position to investigate as thoroughly.
So...
While I haven't gotten to the bottom of the matter, I have made some progress. But the only way I can develop my theories further is with the cooperation of the Appointed Ones. Precisely. It's nothing to be worried about. Simply a means of validating my current hypothesis. It shouldn't take you long, nor will it put you in any danger. I can explain everything in detail when we get to the site of the test. But first, please wait a moment while I change out of the soul-shielding cloak. This garb is one of our important cultural relics, handed down by generations of chiefs. It is only to be worn when conducting certain ceremonies.
Oh!
Please, follow me. Do you see this scroll? If you touch it, you will enter a hidden space. Today's test is, quite simply, to find a way to escape that space.
That's it?
I assure you, it's not as easy as it sounds. If you cannot find your own way out, I will of course intervene to bring you back here. But then, we will be no closer to solving this mystery. Good. Simply touch the scroll to begin the test.
Whoa, we really did get teleported. It seems like this place is completely sealed off. Doesn't look... Let's take a look around and see what we can find. There are so many woven scrolls here. Paimon remembers seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events. This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Wonder what story it tells. Yeah, you're right. Over there, something just flashed. Traveler, did you catch that? Oh, right. Paimon's with you. our ticket out of this place. We finally made it out.
It is just as I thought. You are indeed capable of undertaking this mission. Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what sets it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls. It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence. Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Huitzilin put in place a security measure so that anyone who entered the room without permission will become trapped inside. It exists to this day, and although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I have at least found out how to turn it on and off. Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help, unless they share the great shaman's ability to perceive that strange color. Clearly you must have this ability, which leads me to believe that our Iktomisor Elder can sense this ability in people, and that it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
Another secret power? Traveler, you are full of mysteries. Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
Cool! We'll follow your lead!
Great! Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I will have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over. So, what are your thoughts?
Agreed, especially if there's a reward in it. What is the reward, by the way? Is it food? Paimon hopes it's food.
Given the stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum of mora would be appropriate. Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
Mora works too. Anyway, how do we go about finding these ingredients? Are we...
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location where I suspect they may be. Your guide is waiting just...
Alright, Chet, I think I'm gonna end the stream for right now. I think I need take a little break. We might play something else too when I hop back on, so yeah. But I'll start up the stream later, guys. I just kind of need a break right now, so yeah, guys. Alright, I'll start the stream up later. I'll see you guys in a bit.